Today I'm going to be playing a Patreon deck from Big Dave, and this particular deck is going to be a Paladin Questline deck. So for the Paladin Questline, at each stage we want to play 3 different 1-cost cards, and then our reward eventually is a hero power that makes 2 3/3s every turn. So of course, to support the questline, we want to play a lot of 1-drops, and it looks like over half of our deck is 1-drops, so that's probably a good start. And then all the more expensive stuff that we play is pretty good. Alliance Bannerman in particular is really a standout card of the expansion. Day at the Fair has synergy with the quest reward, which buffs all your recruits. Lothraxian, good with Day at the Fair and all the recruits. And then it looks like we just have some card draw to make sure we don't run out of cards when we play this many 1-drops.
Uther versus Thrall. For Doomhammer, I will fight with honor.
Try to find some 1-mana cards. Easy turn 1 quest. Like to see the Bannerman as well. Maybe I don't play Safety Inspector next turn so I can buff it with Bannerman? Well damn, if I play it here it might shuffle my Bannerman, and that's not acceptable.
You don't pick the ones, see?
Really?
It's not too heavy.
Alright. Hopefully next turn can be 4 1-mana cards. I guess half the time the Knight of Anointment draws into Blessed Goods, which is a 1-mana card. The other half it draws Hand of A'dal, which I can just shuffle with Safety Inspector. That's pretty annoying.
May the light grant you peace.
The light dims, but we fight.
Everything looks up to code.
Shuffling the Blessed Goods here kinda sucks, but I think I had to play it.
The battle.
Maybe I should have gone ahead and put some damage into the Ogremancer. I do need to kill it.
You don't pick the ones, see?
Alright, so I can kill the Ogre here. And then still need to play 6 3-drops.
Let the dead rest.
Surprise inspection.
The battle for justice.
My opponent still has a coin, so I guess I don't want to play Oh My Yogg.
These brutes.
The light dims, but we fight.
I still need to play 4 1-drops. I could do that next turn since Safety Inspector shuffles, but I don't really want to shuffle Lothraxian actually.
This guy's toast.
Perpetual Flame's pretty nutty against this deck.
Let the lights save you.
I'll just shuffle one of these.
For justice.
I didn't even know Safety Inspector could redraw the same card. 1 in 19. Man, I still don't even finish my quest here.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
But next turn, I can finish the quest and play Cariel and Hero Power, so that's good. And with Lothraxian being online already, that's 2 3/3s with Divine Shield. Quite powerful. That's an upgrade.
There is little time.
What does Cariel actually do? For the rest of the game, your Silverhand recruits have +2/+2. So I think I can Hero Power first here and save my tour guide discount.
Let me think. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
I'm pretty sure when I play Cariel, these get buffed.
The weight of justice hangs heavy.
Okay, nice.
To battle. To battle.
I actually played a bit of, well, it wasn't this Shaman deck today, but it was an Overload Shaman. And that deck can really do some pretty nasty stuff in the late game. But they haven't finished their quest yet, so I think I'm pretty confidently ahead on board right now. Even if they have an AoE, the 7/7's huge, the 3/3s have Divine Shield. Nice. That was looking pretty grim when they coined out the Ogremancer.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
Well, I think this is just a good hand. First day of school is, I would imagine, the best card in the deck off the mulligan. Yeah, I have 2 different lists that I'm looking at on HS Replay, and First Day of School is definitely the best card in both of them. Not really surprising. Wow, that's a 2/3, huh? So if I want to maximize the Bannerman, I play Swashbuckler here. Because sometimes it's a minion, I get more Bannerman buffs. My opponent can just hero power it, but I'm kind of fine with that. Maybe I just want the stats before, or like early on while they're relevant though. I'm not playing this here. I'm playing it on turn 4 after Bannerman.
Really, it's not too heavy.
You do love to see the double Bannerman draw. The Bannerman actually doesn't really seem to have great stats in the lists I'm looking at. Maybe it's like a bit of a bait because you're just spending mana that's not contributing toward the quest line.
Really, it's not too heavy.
The light dims.
No, I've got this.
Seems pretty insane to not run it though. I feel like it's gotta be, it's probably like the best card Paladin has at the moment. probably just want to play 5 1-drops here. Tenwu. I can Tenwu Cariel. Do I expect Cariel to survive a turn? I never, like, hold it for turn 8. I probably just play as if I don't have Tenwu, and then, you know, maybe they get wooed.
But we will fight.
Here for the tour?
So I could hero power here, but then I can only play one of my 1-drops, and if I only play one of my 1-drops, I don't have the chance to play Cariel next turn. So I think I just wasted the hero power, which feels bad.
Here for the tour?
Grab your shield. It's a riot.
I think I could have played this turn in a different order, so that this last part of my quest line I played a Righteous Protector and a Tour Guide, which I don't have second copies of. Right now, the last part of the quest line is including a Stockades Guard, which I do have another copy of in deck. Well, that looks like a fire sale. As long as I draw a 1-drop here, I don't really mind getting fire sailed. But if I whiff, then it's pretty bad. Oh god, so punished. Because it does have to be 3 different 1-cost cards.
We must defend Storm. Back to yourself. For justice.
Oh man, I would have rather drawn anything else here. Northwatch Commander would have been terrible, but it would have been better for me emotionally. Big woo.
Oh, it says explode!
Running low on value, so probably just take the good card. I mean, at this point I could save Big Cariel. It is pretty sick that my hero power makes 5/5s. And like, it's fine to just play this Cariel here. 7/7, I assume, probably doesn't ever get to attack face next turn. This is my last weapon charge, so I'll save it.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Okay, it's an auctioneer list. I feel like I saw auctioneer on day 1 and then not at all until today. Unfortunately, with the way I played this, I'm not going to be able to kill auctioneer, which is a bit of a problem. I mean, I guess I probably wouldn't have been able to kill it either way. Although I would have hero powered if I played Cariel last turn, so maybe I'm incorrect. But I would have had Cariel Roam in my hand to rush into this.
The weight of justice hangs. The weight of justice hangs heavy.
For justice. For duty.
beautiful 5/5s. Well, I'm glad my recruits are 5/5s. Oh, they can't even play the reward here. That's really slow. Pretty late in Cantor's flow, but with Ignites it's still good.
May the light grant you peace.
Probably just want to push damage, even though I could potentially save Cariel.
We'll fight back these brutes.
And I actually should have been attacking with this weapon because I do have a Blessed Goods in deck, which can draw a weapon. Well, I have a pretty big board, and my opponent doesn't have that much mana to work with here after playing the Dawn Grasp. They've played both Mana Biscuits already, I believe. Although in Cantor's flow, so who knows how much mana they actually have. I think that's a... Well, that was a pretty good card to hit with Oh My Yogg. I don't know about giving them a Mage card. Watch it be Springwater.
Runs out on me. I'm almost out of cards.
Feels like my board is really putting a lot of pressure on my opponent. Does this thing have to actually shuffle to draw a card? I don't think it does it? Well, we're gonna shuffle the Soulbound Ash Tongue, because there's no way I'm putting that in play. Oh my god. That's the second time in like 4 games that Safety Inspector has redrawn the same card. I mean, realistically, I don't know if there's really a downside to playing this. I've seen both Fire Sales. I've seen both Brain Freeze. None of the cards in my opponent's hand are randomly generated. I hope I don't regret playing this. I mean, I am at 29.
I have proven myself. I demand answers.
They have 2 Ignites, a Hot Streak, and an Ice Barrier, maybe? Oh, they had a Runed Orb card. I think my deck tracker was wrong. Oh, right, the Runed Orb got Oh My Yogg, so that's why the deck tracker is confused. Alright, let's go 5/5 recruits. Alright, so I've started off 2-2 with this deck. So it seems very reasonably built. It's kind of hard to go like too wrong when building a deck around the quest line because you just have to play so many one-cost cards. But I think maybe we can do a little bit better. The main card that really stands out to me that we're not playing is Penflinger. And Penflinger is just multiple 1-drops in one card because you can bounce it and replay it. And we already play a reasonable number of spells with Blessed Goods, First Day of School, and we have some number of secrets. So I think Penflinger is just for sure an inclusion in the deck. There are a handful of other one-cost cards that I think would be pretty reasonable as well. One of those is Armor Vendor. I don't think we're really an aggressive deck, so I think depending on what you're up against, having a little bit extra life might be pretty reasonable. I don't think we mind giving the armor to the opponent. Something else cute Paladin can do is play Aldor Attendant. And then with 1 discount, your Librum of Wisdom costs 1 mana. So like that's a little package of 1 mana cards you could potentially play. Another card we could be playing in this deck is Conviction. It's just like a really ridiculously overpowered card. And it is a holy spell for Knight of Anointment. I actually don't really love Hand of Adal. I think I'd rather be drawing into Conviction. So I might just go ahead and make this replacement. It's just a 1-cost card instead of a 2-cost card, right? So as far as the cards in the list that I don't like, I think I didn't like the Safety Inspectors too much. It's kind of like a counterproductive card, right? Because it's shuffling away your 1-cost cards, but those are what you need for the quest. So I think that'll be our Penflinger slot. And then I also didn't really like the Voracious Readers. I just never really got much card draw off of them that was relevant. And there are a couple lists on HS Replay that I'm referencing. They don't play Voracious Reader, but they both play Cornelius Roam. And Cornelius is the worst card in both of those decks. So I have to imagine Voracious Reader probably doesn't perform well overall. To replace the Voracious Reader, maybe it makes sense to play Peasant. It also draws cards, but it costs 1 mana. Seems pretty reasonable. Wand Maker is a card we could consider. Both of the lists I'm looking at play Wand Maker, but it seems to perform worse than just playing a 1-drop in that slot, so I don't love it too much. Kazakus is also a consideration, but it doesn't look super good. I didn't hate the Stockades guards, but I think I want to play Argent Squire in this deck. Because we are playing High Lord 4 Dragon, and the Squire is just like an additional little bit of synergy to go with it. And since I didn't love the Stockades guards, seems like something worth trying out. With this amount of Divine Shield stuff, we could play the Prismatic Jewel Kit. It is a little bit weird with the first part of the quest reward though, so I don't know if it's really worth it. But it could end up being pretty good. Maybe I like try out a Jewel Kit in place of this Galloping Savior. I didn't really love the Galloping Savior, and I don't think we necessarily need the spell for Penflinger. We have enough already, I think. I guess if I'm playing 1 Jewel Kit, I should probably play 2, so we'll play 1 over a Peasant. Alright, let's see how this performs. I might have cut too much value from the deck. If I did, then maybe we can look at playing Stand Against Darkness. Pretty good post quest line.
Uther versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine. I will fight with honor.
I think I just don't like keeping the Bannerman. I've got a Blessed Goods already, a Penflinger as well. This could definitely be a non-curve carry-all game. I basically have 6 1-drops in my hand already. Make that 9. I do have to remember that playing this Penflinger here will not finish the first part of the quest because it does have to be 3 different cards. I keep making that mistake. So I probably go like Righteous Protector. So shoot Righteous Protector with Pinflinger and then just play Blessed Goods. I guess I could go Blessed Goods, Pinflinger, and then just play a Secret. I just fucking did it. Oh my god, that's so dumb. It's such a bad mistake because now I can't play the 7/7 on turn 5. I'm so mad. 1 out of 3. It's an Oh My Yogg, so I can play any 1-drop that I want here.
For justice.
Well, maybe my opponent will play Mailbox Dancer and give me a coin. That's something that's likely to happen, right? Yikes, I have to play my conviction here, that sucks. Really good Oh My Yogg target. Very good outcome.
The weight of justice carries great hand.
Alright, drop another Oh My Yogg. Hopefully they play the other Demonic Assault, and it actually fireballs them in the face. That way I can win this game that I don't deserve to win, and I can finally get the stupid achievement for lethaling with Oh My Yogg.
A little agony goes a long way.
There's room in the darkness for you.
Alright. 7 3/3s. My opponent does play Soul Rend, so they could just hit the other Soul Rend and have a clear here. They could also have like School Spirits and then just a bunch of other spells. But pretty much seems like this needs to be a Soul Rend.
You were just a burden.
Wow, nice. I delayed my win condition by an entire turn for no reason and still won. Alright, so with the list that was originally given to me, I went 2 and 2, so 50% win rate. And then after making my massive improvements to the deck, I went 4 and 4, so still a 50% win rate. But I think I liked the changes. I cut some cards that cost more than 1 mana. I definitely don't regret that. And I added Penflinger, which I think is pretty good. The Prismatic Jewel kit didn't really seem very impressive, but the Argent Squire was fine on its own, even without this energy. Conviction I also liked, even though it was a little bit awkward, but it's just too good of a card to not play, I think. So yeah, in general, I like the changes I made. Honestly, I think if I was going to make any more changes to this deck from this point, I just want to keep cutting cards that don't cost 1 mana and replace them with cards that do. I feel like you really just want to be consistently playing Cariel on turn 1. Or, yeah, on turn 5, rather. And you can only do that if you draw, like, all 1-cost cards. So, like, even Alliance Bannerman is, like, one of the strongest cards in Paladin. I was just never really happy to see it because it slowed down my quest by so much. Now, the problem is, can you actually find, what is this, 8 more playable 1-drops for this deck? Outdoor Attendance a 1/3. That's a playable stat line. Maybe we can come back to some of these secrets. I think Armor Vendor's pretty good. I did just get wrecked by a Face Hunter, so maybe a bit of a bad perspective on my part, but I think it seems fine. Animated Broomstick is pretty good post-quest. Some of the Aug Merchants are okay. I think I want the second Peasant. The Stockades Guard is fine. Maybe Young Priestess is a good early minion to drop. Oh yeah, I decided I didn't really care for the jewel kits. So yeah, let's just play probably a couple of Guardian Aug Merchants. A lot of my 1-drops have 1 health, but maybe the Guardian Aug Merchant's not great. Maybe it's better to play one of the other Aug Merchants that can more consistently shoot the enemy minions. We can play Safety Inspector now, because we always hit 1-drops off of it. Maybe we want some more secrets because of Penflinger. Reckoning's a bit of an anti-aggro secret. You also draw it off of Knight of Anointment, which is probably not a good thing, because you want to be hitting Blessed Goods pretty often. Same with Avenge. I don't know. I think this is probably the list I would try. Like, it seems kind of stupid, but I'm actually being serious. I feel like the cards that cost more than 1 mana just consistently feel pretty bad. And from the lists that I can see on HS Replay, generally all the 1-cost cards have higher drawn win rates than all of the non-1-cost cards. Like, maybe we play Wandmaker instead of whatever the worst 1-drop here is. Or like maybe we need to keep Lothraxian in the deck for certain matchups. But I think if you want to be consistently playing Cariel on curve or near curve, this is the way to do it.